Palestinian relatives for allowing us to work here and raise our families here and feed our children here. My dad was in the union. My father was a union worker all his life. He retired in the union. My father was able to purchase a home for us by being a union worker. My mother didn't have to work because my dad took care of all of us. And during that time, that's what it was about. The union was able to take care of our families. We were able to survive. And now all our benefits are being taken from us. We see our families struggling. We see people having to work 2 jobs. Our children are having to be put in daycare. They can't be raised by their grandmothers and their aunties. And so we just say that we want to say another prayer for our relatives who are protecting us here. You know, it's not a coincidence that we are here in this land. It's not a coincidence that we are here today. And for my people who are just north of here, the Mishawaka people who are just north, which is in Sonoma and Napa, which is considered wine country, but my people are not federally recognized because of the wine business and that land being so sacred. But we had an amazing relationship with the Ohlone relatives here, and so I feel honored to be able to be here in this community. And I just want to ask Creator, oh Yahweh Yakafani, Creator, we just ask that you protect all of our relatives today. We ask that you protect them and forgive us for being slaves to this capitalist culture, Creator. We just ask, Creator, that you protect our families who are in cages, our children. All children are sacred, Creator. And we just pray for our Palestinian children, all of our children around the world, that we are not immigrants. We built this world. We built this city. San Francisco was built on immigrants, undocumented people. We were built on that. So I just want you all to remember that you are all sacred, and we must come together. We must be in unity of one another. And so I thank my brother Roberto for inviting me here. Oh Yahweh, thank you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Sonica. I'm with Mission Action, an immigrant and tenant rights organization here in San Francisco, and I'll be one of your MCs for today. Right now, we know that our immigrant brothers and sisters are facing the brunt of the attacks by Trump, the right wing, and the billionaires against the working class. Immigrants are being kidnapped from our streets, out of our neighborhoods, illegally and unlawfully. The Trump administration and ICE are trying to run a campaign of fear and terror against our immigrant communities and erase due process. But we know it's not just about immigrants. An attack on one of us in the working class is an attack on all of us. Is that right? They are attacking immigrants and scapegoating them for the problems that we face in this country. Increasingly, it's difficult, even with a union job, to afford basic necessities. It's difficult to afford to live in a home with your family, to send your kids to a good public school. But that's not the fault of immigrants. Immigrants aren't the criminals, and neither are the protesters that the Trump administration has been trying to arrest and criminalize just for standing up against these attacks. We know who the real criminals are, don't we? The real criminals are the billionaires, a very tiny minority of extremely wealthy people in this country who steal our labor to make themselves richer day after day. Those are the real criminals, not immigrants. So the reason that we are all here fighting for immigrants and workers is because we know that what they're doing to immigrants today, they could do to any of us tomorrow. But we also know that we are the 99%, and they are only the very few. They are the minority. That's right. So we're here because we know we, the people, have the power, and we're ready to use it to fight back. Is that right? I'm going to toss it to Jody, our other MC for today.
Hi y'all, how are we doing? My name is Jody Sheffels. I'm a proud public school teacher here in San Francisco. I'm a member educators love a 3-day weekend. But today, this is not just a holiday for us. We are out here because even though the school year only started 2 weeks ago, we know this year is not just any other year. This is not business as usual. We are here as workers and as educators to stand up to Trump and the billionaires and to say no more. Enough is enough. We won't stand by while our rights are stripped away and while our families and children are harmed. Labor Day is a chance for us to come together and build the type of independent movement that we need to put the workers in power so we can protect each other, because no one is coming to save us. It's us, it's our power, and we need to be the ones to do it.
Who got the power?
We got the power.
I said, who got the power?
We got the power.
What kind of power?
People power.
What kind of power?
People power.
That's right, y'all. We're here on Labor Day as one of hundreds of marches across the country in every single one of our 50 states. And all of them are marching under the banner, Workers Over Billionaires. Can you say it with me? Workers Over Billionaires.
Workers over billionaires.
That's right. And we're marching because we know, now more than ever, we have to have a united movement to fight back. The labor movement has to join with the immigrant rights movement and with every single people's movement in this country and around the world for the liberation of working people from this system. Whether or not you're a union worker, we are all working class. None of us are billionaires. None of us are the enemy. We all have a common enemy and we know who it is now. Is that right? So this Labor Day, we're marching across the country to say workers over billionaires, no raise, no cuts, and no war. Raids, cuts, and wars don't serve us. They serve the billionaires, and we know that. We see through their lives. So we're here to build an independent and united movement of people across every sector, of every background. We don't need politicians to come save us because we know the workers have power. Is that right? We have an awesome program for you all today, and I'm very excited to announce our very first speaker, the president of the California Federation of Teachers, Jeff Freitas. Please welcome Jeff.
Good day, San Francisco. How y'all doing? Let me tell you, if I had to be anywhere for Labor Day, it would be right here in this city. This city has a rich history in labor, in fighting against the wealthy, in making sure that workers have rights. This city, our day. Let's be clear. The labor movement was built on the backbone of every freedom working people enjoy today. Labor has done that. The fight for dignity and respect on the job has been bought by labor. Healthcare, Medicare, Social Security, who brought that to you? Labor.
That's right.
Unions were part of the civil rights movement. Labor. And let us not forget that organized labor brought you paid holidays and weekends too. We have fought for these rights, and now we are also fighting to defend our democracy and our country. Let's not forget, due process is not just in our contracts, it's in our Constitution. Because while workers out here just trying to survive and to support their families, billionaires are trying to rewrite the rules. They're trying to make this their country, their economy, and their place to live, not ours, and we will fight back. What are they doing? They're cutting public education. They're creating vouchers to eliminate public education, and we will fight back. They're eliminating free lunch and mental health programs for our students, and we will fight back. They're trying to erase the truth of our history. They're trying to erase who we are in our schools, and we will fight back. We will not be silenced by politicians, religious dogmas, or fake preachers. We will fight back. And let's be clear, they are inching closer to overturn Plyler v. Doe. That was a Supreme Court decision that required funding for every student, regardless of their immigration status. They want to eliminate that, and they are trying to eliminate Boundary Board, and we will fight back. Let's be very clear. Public education and higher education is the foundation of our democracy. We build students to be critical thinkers so they know what is right and what's wrong, and we will fight back. Every student deserves safe and supported schools, and we will protect them from ICE raids and deportation and kidnapping. And every student deserves to be safe regardless of how they identify themselves, regardless of who they are, regardless of their color. We will fight for safe and supported schools. So today we celebrate Labor Day. We are labor. 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 This is our country. These are our schools, and this is our streets. God damn it.
Absolutely. Here in San Francisco, you know, USF is in the middle of bargaining. I'm actually on the bargaining team, where we have sat across from district leadership for 6 months, waiting for them to come to the table seriously, while we tell them in crystal clear language, I'm doing my best, I know, I hear you. We tell them in crystal clear language what they must do to protect our students and our schools. They continue to outright reject our zero-cost proposals for student shelter and housing and for sanctuary schools and protections against ICE. Shame!
Shame!
There is nothing more central to our work than the safety of our students. So how are they going to tell us that those proposals don't belong in our contract? Absolutely not. We won't stand for it. This is why over a dozen educator locals in California are coming together this year in the We Can't Wait campaign, aligning our contract struggles and demanding that the state of California step up and fund our public schools. We know our public schools are worth fighting for, but it's going to take all of us united to fight these attacks on public education, just as it will take all of us to fight these attacks on all of our public services that are being cut left and right. To speak more about the importance of public services, we have our next speakers, Francisco Herrera and Guillermina Castellanos, the co-executive directors of the Nuevo Sol de Labor and Domestic Workers Center. Please give it up.
Caminando, caminando, do it. Caminando, 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 walking and working. The reason we don't see too many day laborers, domestic workers here today is because they're working and being stepped upon. There's an agency out there called ICE, Inhumane Cruelty Enforcement. Inhumane Cruelty Enforcement. And we gotta get them to take the mask off and go back home wherever the fuck they came from. Out with ICE. With my co-director, Guillermina Castellanos, we'll tell you just a little bit in the next 2 minutes we have left.
¡Que vivan los trabajadores! ¡Que vivan los jornaleros! ¡Que vivan las uniones! ¡Las enfermeras, los maestros!
¡Viva!
¡Que vivan las trabajadoras del hogar!
¡Viva!
¡Que a nivel nacional son 2 millones!
At the national level, there's 2.5 million domestic workers.
Y ahorita por la administración de
el Trump están en peligro.
And because of Trump and his executive orders, they are all in danger. There's millions of day laborers, domestic workers now in danger.
Van a quitar el salario mínimo. No van a poder alzar el costo.
Threatening to take out the minimum wage, not even able to survive.
Y estamos luchando para parar esa mala situación, esa mala administración.
And we're struggling to stop this horrible administration.
Porque más de 2 millones de trabajadoras del hogar van a sufrir las consecuencias.
More than 2 million domestic workers are going to suffer the consequences of these decisions.
Ya ahorita ya estamos perdiendo salud y seguridad.
We're already losing our health and safety conditions.
Por eso estamos aquí con todos ustedes.
That's why we're here with all of you, to support ourselves mutually. Can we do it? Last point. Join up with us. The project is called Adopt a Block. San Francisco, Oakland, Bay Area, Adopt a Block. Call us at 529-WORK, 415-529-WORK. You can join us to campaign Adopt a Block and protect workers on the corners, protect families in the schools. Gracias. Thank you.
Let's hear it one more time for Francisco and Guillermina. We have to all work together to stop the attacks on all workers in our communities. Right now they're funding ICE in the billions while they refuse to fund our needs. But we're going to fight back, is that right? We can't allow them to get away with defunding us to fund war and fund deportations. Our next speaker is Jen Estein with SEIU 1021. Let's hear it for Jen.
Hey everybody, how's it going? Are we workers? Are we workers? Whose day is this? One more time. Whose day is this? That's right. Today is the day of the worker. It is not a day for barbecues and picnics. It is not a day for shopping. It is a day to tell billionaires they suck. Let me hear you say, down with billionaires.
Down with billionaires!
Down with billionaires.
Down with billionaires!
So today is the day that we control and own our own labor. Labor Day is for working people and controlling the means of production, our times, our bodies, and our ability to perform. We need to own the profits we create and reject billionaires and bosses who exploit, undermine, and take advantage of us workers. Right? And there's a lot of reasons that we should own our labor. Some of these reasons keep me inspired. I'll say it first and I'll say it again. Billionaires suck. All of us working people rely on other working people to meet our basic needs. I see my folks SEIU 2015 out here. Members of SEIU 2015 provide care to people in their homes because they cannot care for themselves and need help. I am a member of SEIU 1021 and we are public sector workers. And here in San Francisco, we somehow ended up with a billionaire mayor. Appropriate reaction. Let us tell the billionaire mayor we will not tolerate layoffs and we will not tolerate cuts to public services. Because we all like the bus. We all like being able to have clean streets. We like simple things. Workers generate profits, right? But who's keeping the profits? The billionaires. And who sucks? Billionaires suck. In case you missed the point, billionaires suck. Workers are immigrants. Workers are our parents. Workers are our siblings. We take care of each other and we have to protect one another. Thank you very much. God bless you all.
Thank you so much, Jennifer. Thank you, thank you. Those public services, you know, that's what I thought my tax dollars were going towards. Not these wars overseas. That's strange, you know, I never agreed to pay for a bunch of bombs to murder people in another country who I have more in common with than the billionaires here in the U.S.
That's right.
Workers want to invest in people, not wars. We want a free Palestine from the river to the sea. So we are more than happy to introduce our last speaker before we start marching. Here today from the Palestinian Youth Movement, Farah Masri. Give it up.
Hello, my people. How are we today, Bay Area? My name is Farah. I am a member of the Palestinian Youth Movement, and I am honored to stand here today as a unionized union worker myself. And as a Palestinian in diaspora, united with you in international solidarity to honor the legacy of the labor movement on occupied Turtle Island. For 2 years, we have witnessed the Zionist occupation slaughter our people in Gaza. The UN has officially declared famine, over 120,000 children suffering from acute malnutrition, while Israel still refuses to allow aid in and kills countless Palestinians every single day. Shame! We have seen that world leaders have not only allowed the occupation to commit genocide in front of the world, but they are directly complicit. The Mask Off MERS campaign, along with other grassroots initiatives, have exposed that governments and corporations around the world continue to sell and ship military cargo to the Israeli military, even as the Zionist entity spits in the face of international law, to lies to our faces and slaughters and starves civilians every day. I am here to uplift the call of the Palestinian General Federation of Trade Unions. They have called for the workers of conscience around the world to impose a people's arms embargo. They have called on the U.S. to stop the flow of weapons to Israel. We, the Palestinian Youth Movement, invite you, the heart and soul of Oakland, of San Francisco, of the Bay Area, to join the movement for the people's arms embargo. We are long past the time for resolutions and statements. The time has come to escalate and to put our bodies on the line. The Palestinian Youth Movement's newest research has revealed that weapons components are being shipped to Israel through the city of Oakland, on our streets, through our airport. Shame! Shame! This year alone, hundreds of military cargo shipments have been flown out the Oakland airport, which were delivered to Israel's Nevatim air base for Israel's F-35 fighter jets. Shame! These jets are the same ones that drop bombs on my people! Yes. Oakland has a proud anti-war, strong union history, SF, the whole Bay Area. And it was us, the people and workers of the Bay, that blocked the boat and stopped weapons to Israel from getting through our port, stopped being shipped. And it must be us, the people and the workers of Oakland and the Bay Area, to stop these shipments. And to stop those jets from raining terror on the Palestinian people. We must rise as the working class against these billionaires who have time and again shown us that no human life was worth more to them than green paper and power. We, the people, must cut off the head of the snake of the empire that is determined to destroy us. It is time for the Bay Area to throw our bodies
many struggles right now. Those of us who work long-term care are preparing for the full impact of that big, horrible bill that was passed. This summer, with the stroke of a pen, the Trump administration eliminated $1 trillion from Medicaid. We know that nearly 1 in 4 Americans count on Medicaid, like the people our home care workers take care of. Home care workers. Why did Trump and his allies do this? They don't care about making sure people can age with dignity. They don't care about the safety and security of disabled people. And they certainly don't care about care workers. Adding insult to injury, Trump has now proposed a federal rule that would take minimum wage and overtime protections away from home care workers. That's crazy. We're not trying to go back like that. That would take us back 40 years when care workers were not considered to be a real job. This is a real job. I know it's a real job. I do it every day. But at SEIU 2015, we are not just fighting back. We are fighting forward. We are building toward a future of care. Our vision is a future where care is visible, valuable, and funded. A future that generates healthcare as a human, that guarantees healthcare as a human right. A future rooted in equity, dignity, and justice. Our vision for the future is one where every person, no matter their race, income, or gender, can live with dignity and receive the care they need. This vision is so much better than the destruction and division they were seeing us now. This is a vision that can unite all of us because it means we can all flourish. To make it happen, we're going to need all workers to unite. Unite across industry, across race and place, across differences. Being here with all of you today gives me so much hope that we can make our vision, the future, a reality, no matter what's against us. So I look forward to fighting forward with all of you. Because when we fight,
Hell yeah! So my name is Mark Smith. I'm an occupational therapist. I'm the president of National Federation of Federal Employees Local 1, representing nurses, social workers, psychologists, and other healthcare professionals at the San Francisco Veterans Affairs healthcare system. I'm also one of nearly 1 million federal workers who had their union contracts torn up by the Trump administration this month. And he said that was in the name of national security. Do I look like a national security threat? This was the single largest act of union busting in American history. And of course it has nothing to do with national security. It has everything to do with eliminating obstacles to their billionaire agenda. And that agenda is no secret. Ending public sector collective bargaining is right there on page 82 of Project 2025. And while many of us knew what was in Project 2025, I think we've all been surprised at how swiftly it's rolled out and how completely billionaires and corporations have captured our government. Starting with Elon Musk and his wrecking ball Department of Government Efficiency, we've seen the slashing of 200,000 plus federal jobs, the dismantling of worker and consumer and environmental protections, and the gutting of life-saving federal programs and services like Medicaid, like Medicare, like Social Security, the Center for Disease Control, and the National Institutes of Health, and the redirecting of funds to ICE and militarized repression and surveillance. At Veterans Affairs, we've seen a massive push towards privatization, with more and more of our taxpayer dollars being funneled to private sector care managed by the United Health Group. Does that sound like efficiency to you? We should call it what it is. It is theft. It is the theft of the public resources that belong to all of us so that billionaires can profit. And what does this mean for working people? It means fewer nurses and doctors at the VA when veterans are waiting for care. It means hungry families left without food stamps. It means seniors losing benefits they paid into for their entire lives. And it means the working class being shut out of our own democracy by corporations and oligarchs. Boo! But on this Labor Day, we remember working people built this country, and working people can take it back. That's right! We didn't win Social Security and Medicare, Veterans Healthcare, the 8-hour day, the weekend, because some robber baron handed them to us. We won them because ordinary people stood together, we organized, and we fought tooth and nail for them. We won because we stood in solidarity across industries, across unions, across sectors, and across every community, and we didn't allow billionaires to divide us based on race or gender or immigration status or anything else. So today, on Labor Day, Workers' Labor Day, in the face of this billionaire war on the working class, we say we're not going anywhere. We will organize, we will unite, we will fight, and we will win. Because the real threat to our national security isn't workers having a union, it's billionaires buying our democracy. That's right! Solidarity and thank you.
People over profit! Are you ready to put people over profit? Well, that's right. Well, you're in the right place. Friends and comrades, I am from the Party for Socialism and Liberation, and I want to share with you that we share your disgust with the Trump administration. That's right, and all of their attacks on the entire working class. We are with you on all of that. I also have to say that while we are shocked, we are not surprised. We are not surprised that the Trump administration just gave ICE another $170 billion to kidnap our fellow workers. Shame, that's right, shame. ICE just got $170 billion to kidnap our friends, to kidnap our co-workers, to kidnap our sisters, our brothers, our families. Are we going to stand for that? $170 billion to put our neighbors in for-profit concentration camps, like one that they are trying to reopen in Dublin right as we speak. Shame. That's right. And they took $170 billion to do that instead of paying all of us a living wage. Shame. That's right. Instead of making sure that all of us have housing and that none of us are sleeping on the street. And instead of helping us to get together to protect our workplace rights. And then what's bad about it is that that should be paying for free education for everybody. That $170 billion should be paying free healthcare for everybody. Free public transportation for everyone. Those billions, they can make sure that women get paid just as much as men. But the way to get out of this is to get organized, and it's to end socialism.
That's right.
Fighting for socialism means that we're not letting Trump push Jim Crow racism on all of our communities all over the country. That is also part of fighting for socialism. So what I'm going to ask you to do is that if you are ready to stop marching for one single issue and get together and fight with all your friends and neighbors for ending capitalism and building socialism, you're going to talk to people like me in this red shirt, and we're going to show you the way to make your community stronger, for you to take power, for you to plan the economy to meet your needs and the needs of the planet. I'm here to help you to build socialism. Come see me after this speech. Thank you. Power to the people.
Let's hear it one more time for Lisa and the Party for Socialism and Liberation. Like Lisa said, all of our struggles are connected. It's no longer enough for us to fight for just one issue. It's not enough for us to be siloed into our unions or our organizations. We also have to unite and fight together for every single struggle. All of our struggles are one. All of our struggles are struggles for the working class and our future. And it's up to us. It's up to us to decide that future. To make sure that it's workers who have the power going forward and not billionaires. And in order to go forward, we can't afford to wait till November. We can't afford to wait till the next election. It's not just about electing the Democrats or the Republicans. It's about building an independent movement of workers in the streets and organizing every single day. It's about putting forward working class fighters, not just Democrats or Republicans. Is that right? We're not waiting for anyone to come save us. And we know that those politicians represent the billionaires. But we are the ones that represent the workers. Is that right? So it's important that all of us get organized and unionized, but also that we unite across all sectors of workers to build this independent movement. I'm really excited to announce our next speaker from UAW 4811. He's a head steward, Sebastián Puerta. Please welcome Sebastián.
Hi all, my name is Sebastián Puerta. I'm a proud graduate student instructor and head steward at UAW 4811, which represents 48,000 workers across the University of California's 11 campuses. Today is Labor Day, a day in when our country takes pause to recognize the workers that make all of this run. But to us, to workers, we know it's not just a holiday. This is a reminder. A reminder of what? A reminder that all the rights that we enjoy were fought for and won by working class people standing together. It was not handed down to us by a boss or by the government. We won it. And once again, we're in the middle of that fight. UAW 4811 members are currently negotiating our next contract with the university, where we aim to win wage increases that keep up with the cost of living. We're fighting to protect tens of thousands of international workers from attacks and threats from the federal government. Just this month, we won a commitment to support workers and the undocumented community by refusing UC Police Department collaboration with ICE. But we're still fighting. We're fighting to win financial aid for international workers whose student status is contested. But I want to be crystal clear with y'all. Our fight to win a strong contract is the same fight to protect public higher education. It's the same fight to protect immigrant scholars and all immigrants. And it's the same fight as protecting the dignity of all working people. This is not the first time that workers have faced moments like this. 100 years ago, the United States, controlled by robber barons, was battered by an ecological collapse in the Midwest. The Great Depression, a resurgent Ku Klux Klan, and laws closing the door on immigrants. Those were dark days, much like today. But ordinary people did not back down. A mass movement of workers, farmers, and immigrants of all races created a new deal for our country. Out of their struggle came a 5-day work week, Social Security, the minimum wage, and the right to organize a union. None of that was given, it was won. It took a mass movement built upon the solidarity groups across society society, including labor, all marginalized, all poor, all cast aside, but together more powerful than the rich. And then in the 1960s, when the struggle for civil rights took stage, the labor movement again stood up for justice and equality. UAW members stood with Dr. King as he went to Memphis to back striking black sanitation workers who carried a simple message that we must never forget. I am a man! I'm not a thing, I'm not a tool to be cast aside. I'm a man and I deserve dignity. Because that's what this is about. It's about more than wages or any one contract. This is about dignity, this is about humanity, and this is about respect. And we're going to win that again. And we're going to do it the same way we've won it in the past. Through solidarity and organization across all movements. Across the labor movement, across the movement to end the genocide, across the trans rights movement, and the movement to have affordable groceries and housing. Because what we're building is bigger than any one contract. We're building a new mass movement. One that refuses to be divided by race or nationality or any of the lines that bosses and billionaires draw to keep us apart. It's time we remember. Do you live by a paycheck? Do you sell your labor to survive? Then you are working class. This is bigger than Trump. This is a bigger fight over who has power in our society. It's us, it's the working class against the billionaires who are trying to rule you. Are you going to let the billionaires rule you?
No!
So let's remind those billionaires, who's got the power?
We got the power!
What kind of power?
People power!
Who's got the power?
We got the power!
We got the power, don't you ever forget it. Happy Labor Day and solidarity forever.
We're speaking to the vital role that unions must play right now in the fight back movement. You know, I'm here too representing a union, United Educators of San Francisco. We are out here today, standing up not only for teachers but for our students and families. And we know, as educators and as workers, we have more in common with workers around the world than we do with the billionaires here in the United States. We as workers here say no to our tax dollars going to wars overseas. We say no to the genocide in Gaza. The same system that profits off war uses our labor to fuel it all. The military-industrial complex is directly linked to attacks on immigrants and working people. We want a free Palestine from the river to the sea. This weekend, the People's Conference for Palestine held its second annual conference in Detroit, where 4,000 people registered. And on this Labor Day, we recognize that an injury to one is an injury to all. We refuse to accept a society that won't meet people's fundamental needs while sponsoring a genocide with our tax dollars. We need all of you in the fight back. There are so many organizations here today. Find one. You should see some buckets coming around and you can donate there to the We Fight Back Coalition. Your donations make it possible for this fight back movement to continue and for us to stay in the streets and keep organizing. This is how we win. Organizing is the answer. We cannot do it alone. The real power comes from working collectively. The fight for change is too big for any one person. But organizing is the key. Together,